What do you call someone who tells dad jokes but isn't a dad? A faux pas. Hello everyone, Oracle Tim here with Oracle Investments. Today we're going to be discussing wise investments, that is WHYS, which are also WISE. We're going to discuss those because I decided for my life, just investments in self are going to be what I'm looking for to guide my life going forward. And it gives me a basis and a game plan as to what I need. Big piece of that is why. Why do I want to do these things? And so I started to put down on paper why I wanted to do them all, and coming up with this video to share with you, to help you maybe help guide your life as well, to give you a why and come up with these wise investments. The most important investment for me is family and friends, by far. Problem is, it's hard to quantify what it means to be with friends and family and put that into numbers. Honestly, what it comes down to is just quality time spent with them. And then I looked at, all right, well, what do I need to do to get this time? And after finally digging deep, I came up with finances. And you can absolutely spend time with friends and family. You don't need money to do it. You don't. And honestly, money does not buy happiness.
Money doesn't buy happiness, but neither does being broke. Money buys freedom. Freedom gives you time to figure out what makes you happy.
So when it comes down to it, in order for me to get the time I would like and the freedom of time to spend with all my family and friends like I want to, I've got to work on my finances. I've got to find some way to get some sort of passive income. There's nothing wrong with working. Working is good. I think it's great to build character and everything, especially those of you who are young, definitely work hard. But if you're going to be working hard at something, work hard at something that's going to give you a great return on investment in the future. Personally, I've been investing in the stock market, putting money into my 401k at my job. I'm going to be investing in real estate, and that's going to be my major source of passive income in the future, as far as my plan is right now. It's always good to have multiple sources of income. So for me, having all of these sources of income, and I can still have a job on the side, but I don't want my job to be a full-time job that takes up all of my time.
Honestly, if you are working 40 plus hours a week, are you living your dream or someone else's dream? Ask yourself that question. It's very important because that's your life.
I'm currently working, 5.5 days a week, 65 to 70 hours a week. I literally have no time for anything other than work, eat, sleep. And I get Benjamin, during those extra few times that I have, and I'm scrambling to get to his soccer games, trying to get to as many of those as I can. It's not like a life that I'm really enjoying. And so I'm constantly looking at what else is there? What more can there be? There's got to be more. There can't just be a life of, just going to work every day until I die or until I retire, whenever that's going to be. Let's say I retire, the going age now is what, 67, 70. Some guys that I work with, you're going to be working till they're dead, for sure. But, even if it's 65, I'm like, all right, cool, 65. Let's say I'm, typical family lifespan in my family, let's say 85-ish. I'm like, all right, cool. So I get 20 years. Are you effing kidding me? I get to spend 20 years actually enjoying my life after sacrificing myself for 40 plus years to corporations and other people who are, helping them live their dream. No, I want nothing to do with that. So my plan is to build this up for myself. As I was on a hike yesterday, it just came to my mind thinking, I was like, oh, man, I wish I came up with this wisdom, just 20 years ago. If I started doing this when I was in my early 20s, I was doing well with finances back then. I had no debt. I had very little in the way of bills. I could have built all of this and I could have been a multimillionaire by now. I could be doing things that I want to do, living the life I'm dreaming about living, but I'm not. And I can go and kick myself in the butt for not doing that previously. I can try to invent a time machine to try and go back and tell myself to do this. Or I can face the reality of the situation, realize that I'm where I'm at now. And honestly, I have zero debt, just like I was 20 years ago. My bills are, higher. Now I'm paying rent. I've got child support, and I'm an adult, so I've got to pay for these things. So bills are a little bit higher. However, my income is also significantly higher. So I'm like, okay, didn't lose 20 years. I gained 20 years of wisdom. And so I'm going to take that 20 years of wisdom and move forward. Moving forward means that I'm going to now take where I'm at and use this as my starting point. I kind of viewed this last year and a half with COVID as the great reset. I completely reset all of my debt. Sacrificed every penny I had, put it right to my debt, gone. Got rid of it all. Now I can start from square one and actually have a net worth. My money is going towards me, and different strategies that I use to get that money to make me more money in the future. I will add some links down below, but one of them is I got rid of all my credit cards, but the credit cards are still handy to have. So one of the credit cards that I now use, I have two. I have a Visa that I've had for about 8 years now, and it's good because it keeps my credit score higher because I've had it for a long amount of time now that I've gotten rid of my student debt loan, so that actually brought my credit score down. Love our system, paid off all my debt. Oh, and your credit score is going to suffer because you paid off your debt. Yeah, makes no sense. Ridiculous. But I've got that one, and it's like every once in a while they give me 5% back on groceries. Cool. So I don't use it all that often. If I do, it is strictly for cash back. And think about it, little tricks like that. Every $100 you spend, you're getting $5 back. And this is stuff that you're already buying. So don't go out and buy anything that you don't need. That's totally ridiculous. You're not actually saving money when you go out and buy stuff you don't need, even if it's on sale. You're saving money if you're getting something on sale that you need. So that's what I use that for. Another one I use now is the BlockFi card. That link is down below in the description. And that one there, I get 3.5% for the first 3 months back in Bitcoin for every purchase that I make. After that, it's gonna be 1.5%. Whether Bitcoin goes up, goes down, doesn't matter. It's free money in my pocket for things that I'm already needing to spend. That's gonna get put away. That'll be an investment. I don't touch it. If I do need it, I can sell it. It was free money. Cool, I get that money right back. Not a big deal. And if it loses value, it's just less free money that I had. So I love those two. Those are the only two I use. I have a business card for American Express for my Beachbody business that get 5% back on my cell phone bill. So that one is another one where it's something I'm already using and I get money back. There's another a whole strategy that I use for my financial freedom. I will put the link in the description. You can hit the tab up here. And that's my financial freedom basics. That is the strategies I use to get myself out of debt to where I'm at now. All the different things I use to save money, to track it all. Very important. Definitely take a look at that video. So going forward, I have my plans set for the future. I've got a path I'm taking, but my mentality has always been give myself a broad path to follow, but always be open to detours. You never know what life is going to throw at you. Be prepared for anything. Be okay with whatever life throws at you, and just roll with it. Yes, it can be tough. You can struggle. I lost my job a couple of times. That derailed this along the way. It happens. You just learn, roll with it, have faith that your hard work is going to pay off. And in the end, that is my goal. I have 3 different ways of set goals. I will either do a regular goal, which is, like I want to retire by 55. Cool. I want to be done working, be able to be financially independent, by 55. I've got a push goal. That is a goal that is, all right, let me get this done, but I want to do it really, if I push really hard, I can get there, and I want to do that by 50. And then I've got my extreme goal, what I call my Elon goal. Elon, as in Elon Musk. And that goal for me is to be done by 45. By the age of 45, I want to be able to get a job just because I need insurance or to keep me busy. Something that is very low stress, something that doesn't, make me scream in the morning. I can get up, I can go to work, it's not crazy hours, I can still live the life that I want to live. 45, that is my Elon goal. And again, all of this comes down to my major why in the very end, which is being able to have that freedom of time to spend with my family and friends and doing the things I love. Family and friends, the adventures I want to go on, traveling the world, educating myself. I want to learn Italian. I'd have more time to learn that. Educating myself on whatever I want to learn. I can then take more time to learn these things. And that's why the very first starting point for me, for my wise investments, is my financial freedom and my financial health.
Pirates can't finish the alphabet. Why? Because they get lost at sea.
Thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate you sticking around for this whole video. I hope the jokes entertained you. I hope any of this was educational, informative, inspiring, any of those things. If so, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to this, share it with your friends if you think they'd like it, and I look forward to seeing you later. Next video will be wise investments on physical health.